Hello everyone, welcome to Elliott Wave Forecast.com YouTube channel. This is Henry and today is May the 2nd. The time is around 12:30 a.m. GMT. And here today we're going to be looking at the chart of silver. This is a 45-minute chart here. We ended with one here in the minor degree at $26. And then from here we are doing with the pullback. Now you notice here that it's a little bit choppy in the shorter cycle, but based on the shorter cycle chart here, we can kind of conclude a couple of things here. First of all, this decline here is corrective. This is a three swing, right? It's very difficult for you to try to force this into 5 waves. This is clearly three swing, which is telling you that this is a corrective structure and the market is bullish, because if this is bearish, it wouldn't have been forming, you know, like a three swing, but rather it will have to form like a 5 waves down. But at the same time, the rally is also corrective so far. 1, 2, 3. So we got a corrective swing down, corrective swing up. So what this is telling us here is that it is still doing a complex correction, what we call a double correction. This is a WX and most likely still can extend lower to in the Y leg before we finish the entire correction in the wave 2 and go higher again, right? Again, remember, because this is corrective, most likely the right side or the trend still remains bullish, but because the rally from here also still kind of like three swing, so we can extend lower in the meantime in the shorter cycle within a bullish trend or bullish market. Okay, so as long as we stay below 26, we can extend lower. Now let's take a look at the daily to get an idea. So this is with one here. So this is the same with one. So if we look at it from this low in September 2022, we can see a high, which is a bullish sequence, right? So if you just simply measure the extension, now you got a 100% target to $26.90, and then $31 is 1.618. So still missing the 100% and likely still continue to extend higher. And again, remember the 1 hour, this cycle here, this first leg is corrective. So overall still favoring more upside extension in silver. Now this, depending on how you want to label this, you can label this AB, but if you are someone who is bearish, if you are someone who is bullish, then you can label this 1, 2, and then you get another 1, 2, which is a nest, which is, you know, if that's the case, then it's very bullish, right? So it doesn't matter whether you label this AB or 1, 2, 1, 2, this is still corrective, and more likely than not, we're going to extend higher in silver regardless, right? And the other thing is, if you take a look at the weekly, you can see right here we broke above this bearish channel, multi-year bearish channel, like a 2-year bearish channel, decisively. Now we never really retest that trend line yet. We could technically retest pullback, but the fact that it has broken such a very long-term channel, yeah, it's not very long-term, it is a decent long-term channel, 2 years, but the fact that we broke above it suggests that I think it is ready to extend higher. So yes, we might get another leg down in the shorter cycle, but overall within a bullish trend, right? And then secondly, this pullback here, it could be in the form of WXY, or it could be in the form of a flat, right? Now if it is in the form of a flat, it might look like it sells off a lot, but actually again still within a bullish market. So if this is a flat, again, first of all, if it is a WXY, the 100% extension is this area here, right? But you notice the 100% is still above that trend line, right? So if in order to go to the trend line, it can go to 1.618 over here. Now usually it goes to 1.618 on the third leg when this is a flat ABC. So just keep in mind the possibility of a flat as well. If it is a flat, then the count here suggests that the move down can become like a this move down here. This could be A, this could be B, and this could be with 1, with 2, and then you're gonna get a pretty decent sell-off that makes everybody scared, right? Even though it is very bullish, but a lot of people only look at the, you know, like a 15 minutes time frame, so they never really look at the daily and the weekly, so they have no idea what's going on the larger time frame. So we can do something like this and still be very bullish EP 1 2 3 4 5 going back to $23 for example, before we start turning higher again and to the wave 3 higher, which is it's going to be very strong if that's the case. Okay, so that's the idea. More downside in the shorter cycle, and once we finish this correction, whether it is in the form of WXY, whether in the form of a flat, we should then extend higher again. So in terms of the key level is obviously this low. I know it's very far, but again, I mean, if you want to know exactly where the shorter cycle kind of level, it's kind of difficult when this is a flat. The select doesn't have any level in which it should fail in a flat, unlike ABC or WXY. Zigzag, ABC zigzag, or WXY double 3, in which the third leg should fail below 1.618. So in a flat, it can go to 1.618 or even more. But the idea here is we don't want to see silver closing, let's say on the daily basis, below this trend line again, this broken trend line. I think that's sufficient to conclude that we don't want to see that favorable. I mean, in order for this view to be valid for the next leg higher. Okay, so that's the update here. And if you guys want more regular updates on silver or any other commodities, forex, indices, and so on, feel free to check our service. We have 14 days trial, and the link is in the description of the video. So see you all again next time, and have a nice day, everyone.